Hello and welcome to FRR Racing's Season 6 Round 4 Bahrain highlights for the World Series. Now here in Bahrain we did have to do a safety car restart, but I'll give you a run through the grid order. Hindle on pole position with his teammate in second place, Farfber in third, FRR Racing GP in fourth, David Hart fifth, Acorn 95 in sixth, Rickster he will be starting in seventh with his teammate in eighth, Ant 69 in 9th, Adam 4600 in 10th from FRR Racing NW in 11th, and then My Bad, Andy Russell and Richie Davey all did not set a time in qualifying, so they'll be 11th, 12th and 13th. Now I've had a quick look on the screen of what the current driver standings are, so let's head over to the race highlights and the commentary team. So, hopefully, yeah. So, we're going to have a safety car restart then for the FRR Racing World Series Round 4 in Bahrain, and we're going to have to hope that we have no further issues, really. I know the mass error, everyone getting disconnected, is a problem quite a few people have suffered with F1 2015 of late, and it is really it's bad enough if one person gets disconnected, but if everybody gets disconnected, then yeah, it ruins the whole event. And for drivers like Andy Russell, who hadn't pitted yet, was in second place, was on for a fantastic race, but now he's back at the back of the grid. On the flip side, you've got people like Acorn, My Bad, Dave the Hart, all had lost from wings at the start of the race. They're now back in their position, so they get a benefit from it. But anyway, okay, they're in the correct order, James, so if you want to retire to let them know that they'll be going at the end of this lap.
I'll just wait until they've got round the end of Sector 2, and then I will retire so they've got plenty of time to know that it's going to be out of the last corner. So they're just heading up to the final sector now, I will now do it.
Okay, this will give the signal to all the drivers that they are all in position. They are going to be free to race. Hindle can go at any time that he likes, and I tell you what, he's wasted no time, he's already gone. What the drivers have got to remember though is they can't overtake until they get to the safety car line, but Farfber's already gone for it. He's already moved himself up into second place. He's actually moved out. He's letting the car go back ahead. Right thing to do there. Good way of avoiding a penalty. They're free to race now. They've gone beyond the safety car restart line, but what a start from Hindle that was. As soon as you retired, he was gone. He just absolutely bolted.
He's not hanging about, and neither is GP. He's pulling out on Farfber down into turn 1. This is getting very intense with Dave the Hart trying it all the way around the outside. There's been a collision in the background with a McLaren. Let's just get on board, let's have a look and see what that is, but this is very close between 4th, 5th and 6th with GP, Dave the Hart and Acorn.
I think it was Charlie that's had the collision. He's dropped down from about 4th or 5th place, and he's about to lose another position with Adam 4600 as they touch wheels. Oh, big contact, that's more than touching the wheels as Adam 4600 gets through, but no. Charlie's through.
FRR Racing GP has just been tagged by Farfber. Almost lost his front wing, but he'll be happy to get away with no damage at all. But he's now dropped down into 8th place. Sorry.
So not gone well there then. I didn't get to see it. Now what's going to be very interesting as well, I've not really spotted it yet, but what tyres are the drivers on? They will have had a free choice of tyre.
So at the front we've got Hindle on options, Hybrid Nuke, his teammate, running on options. Got Farfber on primes in P3. Ooh. We've got Dave the Hart running on options in P4. He's very close behind Farfber. Not surprised, it looks like he's actually going for a move here. Just breezing straight past him, but unfortunately, it's just given Farfber the DRS.
No, he hasn't. It's not active yet, but Paul's gone straight past.
Yeah. Dave's had a problem, and he's going to have even more of a problem. He's got his teammate Acorn right up his chuck.
I think Acorn may also be on the prime tyre. He is on the prime tyre. So Dave's in a bit of a prime tyre sandwich at the moment. Really, he needs to get ahead of Paul.
Dave's just been chopped off, and this is giving Acorn the run up the hill. Is Acorn going to take this away from his teammate? This is getting Very intense. Dave's going deep, but is he going too deep? He's almost lost his front wing there on the back of Farfber.
Rickster and Acorn behind him, they're getting very feisty as well. Rickster and Acorn both on the prime tyres. So Dave's under a bit of pressure here from prime tyre runners, but Front Row Racing GP's getting in on the action as well, and he's running a set of options.
Yeah, these prime tyre runners, Acorn and Rickster, I've just watched them down into that hairpin, and there's a ton of front lockups which will not be doing their tyres any good at all.
No, not at all. Now, I tell you what, Farfber did have the sort of the award for the best safety car.
For a move. Sorry, I cut you off. Rickster's going for a move up the inside before going up the hill. He just
contact, they're off.
He just contact the both off. Too much curve there, went totally off the circuit. I think it was mainly to avoid a collision, but unfortunately, too much speed into an apex.
They can, once they get that signal of you can go this lap, it is up to them whether they speed up and go for it or just hold their position. But Paul spotted what Hindle was doing, but Hybrid Nuke, he was left sleeping. He was, I mean, thankfully for Paul, odds move going on up ahead. I think that's on Paul. Oh, it's Dave the Harp chucking it up the inside. Bit of contact, and Dave's now losing a position
to GP. But luckily for Dave the Harp, doesn't look to be much front wing damage. Just as long as there's not been some sort of aero loss, but he's seeming to be taking plenty of speed through those corners. I don't think he's got any damage at all.
Open here, just spotted Richie Davey making a move as well. Plenty of action going on through the middle of sector 2. Paul taking a lot of curve there.
Too much curve there.
That should allow GP to get ahead, but he's now taken too much curve.
And now Dave the Harp's been forced out. This is all about who is going to be behind at this DRS line. But Dave the Harp, he's looking strong. He looks like he wants to pull out on GP. Playing it sensible.
I think GP's just clipped the back of Paul.
Yeah, just tapped the back. That might have scuppered him down onto this straight. Dave the Harp looks like he's got the best run here.
DRS should be open now. Pulls out alongside GP. GP's trying to hold Farfber's slipstream. Gonna have to be careful on the brakes into turn 1 though.
Is he gonna get 2? No, he's up the inside. He's got GP. He's running now in P4. That was a brilliant move. Now he's gonna have to get the hammer down and get after Farfber.
As GP's gaining, he's going for the move, chucks it up the inside. Can he get it slowed down? Farfber's turned in, a little bit of contact, I think. There's a little bit of frustration creeping in from these option-clad runners at the moment.
Farfber's trying to get back in the slipstream.
We've got a Red Bull
in the
off.
background, we've got a Red Bull off.
We've still got Farfber and GP battling it out up in 3rd and 4th place at the moment. I don't know who that Red Bull was. It could have been Ant, it could have been Adam, it could have been Adamant. Either way,
GP
one of them's off.
Really got to try and get in front and pull away.
No contact! And they're both facing the wrong way. There's a little touch on the rear wheel there, and sent them both on a spin.
We've got Acorn Charlie and GP all fighting for P4 at the moment. GP has recovered quite well out of that. I think
Sauber's just gone massively sideways. I don't know if it was Andy or Richie, but he's suffering. I think it's time for the guys with the option tyres on to get in the pits. Get rid of them. It's no benefit. Cars wiggling all over the place. I think Charlie's struggling for a little bit of grip. He's got Acorn all over his gearbox. Actually, he's got Acorn up his gearbox.
Rear end. Yeah, Charlie's rear end has gone. He's running on primes though. You wouldn't have thought these primes had run out yet, but them primes look to be absolutely dead on Charlie's car.
Acorn having a look up the inside. Charlie squeezed him. Acorn wouldn't have been happy about that. Come on, guys, you got to be leaving each other some room.
Yeah, the respect between these drivers is not on show at the moment. Dave the Harp's in the pits. He's putting on another set of options, and we've got almost 4 cars going into this corner. We've got Andy Russell trying to give Acorn a bit of a tap. GP side by side with Andy Russell now. This is going up the hill, just forced Andy Russell onto the curbs, and GP has just backed out of that.
I've got to say, there's way too much contact from the drivers on show at the moment. You've got to give your competitors some room, because if you don't, if it was you in the other situation, you'd be moaning like a little girl that's just been told she can't go to the prom. And back to Charlie then, up the inside on Ant, and this is allowing Acorn in. Oh, he's caught the back of Ant. I tell you what though, that's going to put him right in the firing line of Farf. But Richie Davey and Front Row Racing GP, who were just coming up now, I'm fairly sure that GP and Richie were side by side a moment ago. I think Acorn he tried to gain on someone else's mistake and ended up causing his own one there.
Yeah, Richie Davies looking a bit. Trying to think of the correct word. He's looking a bit racy.
Well, so is Paul. I mean, Paul's used the prime tyre already. He's on the options now. From a Racing GP's run wide.
GP's run wide. Yeah.
Him and Richie both on the primes.
Trying it all the way around the outside. Can he do it? Just about. Oh, an attack from GP. Ran into the back on the braking zone there.
That's cost him a little bit of time. That's going to allow Rickster to close that gap up on him. Now, Andy Russell, have you made your stop? He's in the pits now. That's going to put Dave the Harp up to third place, 15.5 seconds off the lead. Richie's going wide.
Richie's gone too wide there, and this is it. It's all going well for GP. He just needs to make sure that this is a nice clean run onto the back straight now.
I mean, this is a situation where you don't really want to overtake into the final corner, but Rickster, he might not be close enough for a DRS overtake, but GP needs a nice clean corner here. Get that power down.
I think he has had a nice clean corner. Richie Davies trying to do his classic feint over towards the pit wall.
GP's too wise to it though.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I think he's going to have to get very defensive, is Richie Davies. GP's going to go all the way around the outside. No, he's doing the up and under. Richie Davies gone a touch wide, but GP's got a bad traction there.
He's got good speed.
Traction now. Yeah, in the low gears he has bad traction, but look at this. Breezing path. Where's Richie Davies? He's still up the inside, but he's still in front. That was fantastic driving there by GP.
Rickster trying to capitalise as well. He's up alongside Richie now. This could get close. It's too close, and Rickster's off into the gravel. He won't be happy about that. No. He saw an opportunity, went for it, but the computer said no. I think Front Row Racing GP, he's done a Richie Davey. He's done a Richie Davey defensive move, but it's not quite worked. Dave the Harp's pitted as Richie Davey does get ahead by the looks of it.
Yeah, Dave the Harp is just heading down into turn 1 now. He's running in P9, but he's now running the prime tyres. Let's have a look up the leaders. We've got Hindle and Hybrid Nuke, and he's got the hammer down. He's all over the back of Hindle now for the race lead.
I did mention that perhaps Hybrid Nuke is piling on the pressure. He's hit him.
There's been a tap. Yeah, has Hybrid Nuke been running in lane, and is he now running the rich? Is Claire Williams now pulling her hair out? Well, I think it's going to be heart attacks down at turn 1.
In the space of a couple of laps, Hybrid Nuke's pulled in 3.5 seconds, taken the lead. That could effectively put him in position for pitting first at the end of this next lap. Yeah. I'm surprised that Hindle didn't pit.
Hindle's got a good run up the hill though. Hybrid's going to have to go defensive here. Hindle needs to do the up and under, but Hybrid Nuke, he's looking like he's got superior tyre wear. He did carry on in that first stint for an extra 2 laps, and that tyre wear is now killing Hindle's tyres.
I mean, if Hybrid Nuke doesn't pit now, he's gifting the chance back to Hindle.
Oh, we're just watching Dave the Arp down in P3. He's trying to overtake for Richie Davey for P3 at the moment. He's now running in P4. I think this is getting desperate for Dave the Arp. Needs to know that Richie Davey, he's going to be pitting again. He cannot go to the end. Dave the Arp can. And this superior tyre wear is showing going up the hill.
Richie's struggling. I tell you what though, James, you're not going to believe this. Hybrid Nuke did not pit. Hindle did pit.
Oh, he's feeling confident then if he's not pitting. And Richie Davey just had a bad exit out of that corner. Dave the Arp is running alongside, but unfortunately Dave the Arp's going to gift him DRS.
That he is.
Dave the Arp needs to make sure he's left the car's width on the outside. He's being very generous there, is Dave the Arp.
Richie's going for the pits.
Richie Davey, yeah, he's giving up. He's running into the pits.
That looks like heading towards the pit lane to me. It is. Now Dave the Harp is showing in third place. Hindle is in second. He needs to have had a good outlap here. He'll be on the option tyres, as will his teammate. I can't...
This is going to be close. I'm riding on board with Hindle. This is going to be close at the pit exit now.
I can't believe that Hybrid didn't pit first. He's given his teammate an opportunity, although he may still keep the lead.
Oh no, he's lost it. Hindle's just jumped him straight into turn 1.
So that's the reason why Hybrid should have pitted. Okay, he's now got a lap fresher tyres.
But is it enough? Is it going to be enough? He knows that he was quicker in the last stint. Farper up the inside of GP into the last corner. What is GP going to do?
Has he given him DRS?
I think Farper, he's got the DRS as Farper.
GP, Dave the Harp's in the pits. Dave the Harp's pitted.
What?
He's pitted.
He's gone to a set of options. Maybe he felt that them prime tyres weren't going to get into the end, but unfortunately he's dropped down to 7th place. And he's going to drop down to 8th as Rickster just pulled out in front of him. That was the wrong call, I think, for Davey Harper. He'd have been running on them primes to the end.
We've got to move our focus to the leaders, James, because Hybrid Nuke is all over the back of his teammate Hindle.
Yeah, Hindle's locking up like mad. He's feeling the pressure.
Now,
Hybrid is bearing down on him.
Last week, their position swapped in the other way round, where Hindle took the win through strategy. And this time, it's Hindle's turn to be under pressure with Hybrid Nuke behind him with 4 laps to go. Fresher tyres, what looks like a faster car.
Yeah, definitely. Hybrid's looking like the fresher tyre wear and the superior setup here.
Now he was able to go long on his stint in...
He's opened up that last corner. Hindle just touched the inside curve a slight bit on the rear end. That's unstabled him, and Hybrid Nuke has got the run down onto the pit straight. This is going to be a breeze pass.
Hindle's not going to give it up easy. I can't imagine he'll fight it too hard, but he has lost the lead, and this is where Hybrid Nuke's better tyres, fresher tyres, need to be put to use, because Hindle's going to fight back. He's not going to want to give up the win. Oh, Hybrid sideways!
Oh, yeah, he's had a bit of a bad exit there.
Hindle, he's gonna have a chance, you know, in this next DRS zone. What they'll be wanting to know is how many points Front Row Racing GP is going to be scoring, because he's currently leading the standings on 53 points. There's a 4-point gap between them. Well, I think one of these drivers is going to end up leading the standings as Hindle's going for the move up the inside. I told you he's not going to give it up easy. So taking it into turn 1, but he's not had as good a traction.
Exit. Here we go.
Oh, I think it looked like there's a little bit of a touch there, but Hindle's back ahead.
And now he's just going to retake the lead on this back straight, I believe.
Hindle hasn't gone defensive. He's opened up the space, allowing his teammate through, but he probably knows that's fine.
Oh, it's gone deep, though. It's gone deep.
Oh, Hindle's on the curb. Nearly lost it there, but I was going to say Hindle won't mind Hybrid Nuke getting ahead there, because he'll just come straight back past him into turn 1. So, I mean, you would think that with these guys being teammates, they wouldn't have pushed each other so hard they're going to run out of fuel. But other drivers might, and these guys might, now that they're into a battle for the lead.
Yeah, Hybrid, he really needs to brake late here, but he's wise to it. He's just running on the normal racing line. Hindle's just gone a touch deep, and Hybrid's trying to open up this corner.
While Hybrid is looking, I think, to make this move. We'll just need to see if there's any battles going on further down the order.
He's got this move, yeah.
He has, he's ahead.
Inside. But on the exit, has Hindle got it? No. He's trying it right round the outside. Right, so what we've got while we're focusing on this battle at the front, we've got Farther running in P3s, 40 seconds behind the lead. And then we've got Dave the Harp on a fresh set of options running in P6.
I'm going to interrupt quickly. Hindle, Andy Russell's left, but Hindle's just retaken the lead at the start of the final lap with DRS into turn 1. So we have got a battle sort of around Front Row Racing GP for position, but this is what everyone's going to want to see. And Hindle's opened up a little bit of a gap, you know.
Yeah, Hindle there, really, really smart. just held Hybrid right on the apex and forced him into a position where he couldn't get on the throttle because his car was just directly in front of him.
For Hybrid Nuke though, he needs to get ahead now into this next DRS zone or into the final corner. There's not much track. Hindle's gone wide.
Way better traction. Yeah, he's got way better traction. Can he take it all the way around the outside? We're about to find out.
Now, who's going to get the DRS here? It looks like they both slowed down to try and get the DRS.
Oh, rear end kicking out, and I think
it's Hindle. Hindle's got the DRS, but Hybrid's ahead. They were both very cautious with each other, but I think they both wanted the DRS. Hindle's going to need to absolutely hammer it now through these last few corners. He could have a chance to go past into or just after the final corner, but he's going to have to be closer than he is now. Needs a good run. I don't think he's close enough.
No, he hasn't got it. The tyres at the crucial moment have not given him the power and running through this final corner unless Hybrid makes an epic mistake, but Hindle's gone deep and Hybrid is about to win the Bahrain Grand Prix. Absolutely fantastic racing there by the two Williams.
A 1-2 then for Victoria's Secret. Locked out the front row of the grid. Locked out the front row of the race. Effectively, Farfba in third place for 8th. I think they're still fighting.
Rickster's about to lose over the line, I believe.
It's close between the two, and they've crashed.
Yeah, he just kept position at the last moment there.
But here we have the podium then with Hybrid Nuke kind of sending a message to his teammate. Yes, you're fast, mate, but I want the points. I'm going to fight you for it. So Hybrid Nuke in first, Hindle in second, Farfba in third place. Nice to see another Mana Marussia on a podium. Obviously, results are provisional only until the race directors and stewards have checked on any reports and collisions, of which there were many at the start of this race. A lot of bumping going on. I tell you what though, the leaders out in front by a mile, but it was then close between the rest of the field.